Hello, I'm Bo, and this is the second paycheck closeout for March, second and final paycheck closeout. I'm super stoked about it. I caught some of my mistakes from previous videos, and I'm feeling very positive about this. This will be a bit faster than usual. I am in a race against the clock. To get this done before my partner and his kids get home. So let's get right into it. We're specifically going over the transactions from March 15th to March 21st. And then we're going to go over the budget as a whole and how that's going. So let's go. So my pay, let's bring it up a little closer here. I do color code this based on which category things fall into, so it makes it a little easier for me to add up the numbers at the end, but only if I'm being careful. So let's go. Her pay, my pay, $550. That is half a paycheck. I split my paychecks between 2 weeks because I get paid on off weeks. I don't get paid the same weeks my partner does. So that's half a paycheck, $550. And then I got a refund from T-Mobile. We used to have T-Mobile phone lines. However, we switched to Mint Mobile, which is cheaper overall because you pay for a certain amount of time in advance, either 3, 6, or 12 months, I believe it is. There might be a 9-month option too. I'm not 100% sure on that. But we paid for 12 months at a time, which makes it cheaper per month than T-Mobile. But when T-Mobile finalized my account, they gave me a refund in a prepaid debit card. So I'd been holding onto that card and I just decided to use it for groceries. So I decided that's what I was going to contribute to groceries. So I used that. So I brought that into the budget on the 15th. Debt got $20. That's an automatic payment that I have set for every 2 weeks going to Wynn's student loans. And then snacky snacks. We've been real bad about snackies this week, y'all. We've been real bad. $4. Car wash, that's car wash membership, $18. And then on the 16th, more dining out, $4, groceries, $46. That is from the T-Mobile refund. Oh, excuse me, I burped it. And then we come to the 18th. The heating bill came out, which was a little late. It was budgeted for the 16th, but that's good. It's better to come out late than early. But heating, look at here, $336. Kid bills, $120 later than budgeted for, but sometimes these things happen. And then dining for $2. We had snackies literally every day, y'all. It's so bad. Well, except for Sunday. But struggle's real. And then we get to the fun part, the last few days of the budget. We got reimbursed for the utilities for $191. Now, let it be known, our apartment's a little ghetto. We split utilities with our neighbor in the apartment in front of us. There's only one meter for heating and electric. So, we have to split it and hope that she reimburses us. I mean, we're not going to let the lights and the gas get turned off, but if she doesn't reimburse us, we're kind of out of luck. So that's why I don't budget for this, because it's the kindness of her heart, basically. Technically, the neighbor could just not pay utilities and we'd be on the hook for it, and it would suck. I guess we could take her to court. I don't know. It wouldn't be worth it. Any case, so we got reimbursed $191. And then more snackies, $3. And then my partner saved some money, y'all. We're excited. He saved some money finally. He does his best. But he was sick and missed some work. So struggle's real, but we're back in business. This was a good check. So, speaking of a good check, yeah, it was a good check this time. The next paycheck's terrible, but this one was good. So he saved $63 for his kids, $152 towards personal loan, $843 for his emergency fund. I think we're finally, it's like, it's still not $1,000 yet, but we're close. We're close. And then $134 for our wedding and $43 for gifts. That is what he saved. And then he sent $36 to his student loan. That's his minimum payment, believe it or not. I don't know if I've said it before, but he's on income-based repayment. So his minimum payment is $36 and it charges like $400 and something a month in interest. So if he stays on income-based repayment and still makes like the low amount that he does, it'll literally never be paid off because the minimum payment is so much less than the interest that he gets charged every month. It's a travesty. Income-based repayment is absolutely a scam and it's a trap and you'll be paying until you die. It's not great. Okay. Now that I've been on my little soapbox for a little bit. Okay. More snackies, $3, not the best. I put $60 towards transportation. I'd forgotten to do that at the beginning of the paycheck. Don't come for me. And then my savings, we get to my savings, $371 for insurance, $177 for car maintenance, and $138 to my emergency fund. Then on the 21st, I used cash back on one of my credit cards. That was $5, trying to negate like some of the snackies. And then groceries. This is a plus and a minus here. Of the same $70 because turns out Wynn has been having snackies with the grocery money, y'all. He's been having snackies with the grocery money. It's not the way, but like, it's not the end of the world either. It's fine. Not fine, but we'll survive it. But I really wanted to be transparent. I try to be as honest and open with y'all as possible about like how my spending goes, because lying in my budget is lying about my life essentially, and I don't want to do that. So grocery money went to snackies. He got snacks for him and the kids every day this past week. So yeah. It's been a time. He was worried for a while that he was going to lose his promotion, and for some reason that led to him spending more money instead of less, and because he spends money when he's stressed. Such is life, I suppose. We're gonna get through it. And then I sent the last $147 to his student loans. And his rollover is going to be $858 to go to next paycheck. And then this is just the second half of this paycheck. So the $550 is going to be the start of the next paycheck budget. So that is it for my transactions for the week. Let's get into what that means for the budget. Oh, okay, here we go. So, this paycheck was March 8th to March 21st, good grief, March 21st. And here are the final numbers. And these little asterisks, that is where I corrected a mistake. So, let's see how this went. And in case I haven't mentioned it yet, this is zero-based budget worksheet from Vertex 42. You can get it for free. The link will be in the description below. I don't get any money from it. I just like the spreadsheet, and I like that it's editable. So I messed with it. I changed it a little bit. If you notice, the colors of the categories are the colors that I use on the calendar. And I didn't say the calendar is from the Budget Moms printable workbook. And that is also going to be, do I link? Yeah, I link the printable workbook in the description too. So you can get the things that but that's not free, y'all. That's not free. But this sheet is free. And I'm sure you can get like free printable calendars online. It's fine. But let's get into it. So for inflow, his paycheck, $2,029. My paycheck between the two halves, because I split my paycheck so that it aligns with his, it's $1,103. Other income, $292. From savings, I took $438, and he had a rollover from last paycheck of $478. So that brings us to $4,340 for inflow. And then for his spending, we were going to roll over the rent here, and then kid bills. This is the kids' copays. I had previously put $223 here last week because I was looking at the wrong line. I was looking at last paycheck, not this paycheck. So I corrected that. I went back and corrected it. It's actually it's the correct number. It's $120. $63 for internet, which is less than budgeted for because it went down again. Apparently it was this high because auto pay had been messed up somehow, and there's an auto pay discount. I don't know, y'all. I don't make the rules. But that's been fixed, so it's $63. S&M collections is $50 as expected. Heating bill was $336 this month, which is fantastic. I am going to keep budgeting for $470 though, because that's the worst one, and it's better to be too prepared than too little. So that's good. And then federal student loans got $36 as expected. Electric bill was scheduled to come out on the 21st. It did not. It came out late. So we're rolling that over, which is why the rollover is $858 instead of the $613, which was the rent, the half of the rent. So that we'll be prepared for when the electric bill comes out of the account. So that is a subtotal of $1,463, leaves us with $2,877. I'm happy about that number. It makes me very happy. Then we get to his saving. So he saved $63 for kids, $152 for personal loan, $843 for his emergency fund, because we gotta get that beefed up, because summer is coming. Summer is coming, and he does not have guaranteed income during the summer. So we need to beef up the savings. His wedding fund, $134. And as sad as it makes me, I am not above demolishing the wedding fund in case of emergency, but it'd be nice if we had some money saved for the wedding. It'd be real great. So there's that. And then $43 for gifts. And that is a subtotal of $1,235 saved on his end, which is phenomenal. It's way better than last month, which was, I believe, $0. I'm pretty sure he didn't save any money last month. Leaves us with $1,642. And that is where we come to my budget. So for my spending, $18 as expected. That is the car wash membership. $167 towards his debt, towards the student loan. I had thought about sending the excess money to his debt, but I did take money out of my emergency fund for an emergency room trip for him, so I really want to replace that money as much as I can. So that is not getting any extra money. Then dining out was $92 total between my snackies and his. It was not our best moves. This past week has been super stressful, and as such, we have been eating our feelings. So that is reflected in that. Only $86 on groceries. That's bad. That's bad. We should have got more groceries and less snacks, or we could have got snacks at the grocery store too, but you know, such is life. This is the result of stress. This is a result of stress. And then $60 for transportation as budgeted. And here is the other mess up. I'd written household shopping, this going over by $49. I wrote that on the calendar and then forgot to write it down on the budget, on the check-in for week 1 for last week. So I did fix that because this was spent in week 1. So I do want to put it in week 1. So $49 total. That is a subtotal of $472. So spent less than budgeted, but not in a good way because it meant we got more snacks instead of groceries, which is not ideal. But that leaves us with $1,170, which is more than I expected to be left with. So we're kind of happy about that. And then we go to my saving. So we got $371 for insurance, $177 for car maintenance, and then we come to Christmas. I know for sure that the total savings is going to be $732 because that's where the math landed. But let's fill in let's pull a Christmas card and then we'll see what goes to emergency fund because it'll be everything that's left. So let's do that right now before we move on. So this is what I call pulling a Christmas card. This is a deck of cards savings challenge that saves $500. I'm using it for Christmas. It's from Low Dough Family. It's a free printable on their website. I don't know if it still is, but it was when I got it. And I will probably be continuing to use this for Christmas every year because I like it a lot. And it was free. And we like that here. You don't have to budget on a high budget, y'all. Budgeting can be cheap and or free. Well, maybe not free because paper costs money. Or, I mean, you could use spreadsheets. I don't really like spreadsheets, though. Not too much. I like printing spreadsheets and then filling them out. But in any case, let's pull a card. Let's pull a card, any card. I really like this. I really like this deck of cards of, goodness gracious, why am I blanking? It's unicorns. It's just bicycle cards, but, you know, they got unicorns. I like unicorns, and purple's my favorite color. So, you know, we love it here. Okay, let's pull a card. Let's pull a card, any card. I'm gonna go with this one. Five of clubs. Should I pull another one? I think maybe I should pull another one. I still have, what do I have left? 46. 46 is the total, 36 left. Yeah, I can pull another card because the highest card I can pull is $30. So I'm gonna pull one more card, and then what's left will go to emergency fund. So let's try this out. Okay. Boop. Ace. 16. I really like this. It's so pretty to me. Little bicycle. The ace with the unicorn in front of it. I love it. Anyway, so that's all the cards we're gonna pull. Let's color this in. I don't know what color I'm gonna use. I'm thinking, what if I used very little of? Green, I suppose? Let's use some shade of green. I'll use this green. Okay. So we have 5 of clubs. 5 of clubs. And ace of spades. So that means I'm saving $21 because 5 of clubs is $5 and ace of spades is $16. 5 plus 16 is 21. So let's do the math and make it make sense. So we got 21 plus the 10 from last week. So that's 31. So $31 is going to Christmas, this paycheck. And then what's going to emergency fund? So what I really like doing is I like figuring out how much I can afford in each category and then working backwards. So that's why I already put the $732 here. So $732 minus what we've already saved. So $371 minus $177 minus 31 is $153. So $153 is left to save for emergencies, which, you know, it'd be nice if I could save. It'd be nice if I could save more for emergencies or save it first, but I don't know, it works this way for me, I guess. I like it. But in any case, you might have noticed that I already wrote that I saved $138 for emergency fund. I did that because I knew the maximum that I could save for Christmas and then what would be left if I did actually pull like the maximum cards. So I knew I would save at least $138. So that's what I put already. But I will update it if I remember. Don't judge me. But at least the numbers here will match, and that's what really matters. So $153 for emergency fund. That brings us to a subtotal of $732. Yes, I had originally budgeted for vacation, but it was way over that anyway, so I figured may as well not save and just, you know, deal with it the way it was. So that is a subtotal of $732 for my saving, leaves us with $438, which is what we spent on savings, what we spent of our savings. So emergency room visit for when, that was $200, and vacation was $238 this time. So that's $438. That leaves us with the zero-based budget, which, as we know, does not mean I have $0 in my bank account. It means every dollar that came in has a job. I will be transferring the money for Christmas and my emergency fund directly after this, and hopefully I'll remember to also write it on the calendar, but sometimes that doesn't happen. This is the page that matters the most anyway, but you know, we do what we can. I am not proclaiming myself to be a professional, but I am very good at keeping money in my bank accounts. Like overdraft fees, I've had one overdraft fee in my life, and that was because Chase, I closed my account with Chase, but I didn't know that there was a pending charge. So Chase charged me an overdraft fee after I went in to close my account and like took my money out. I was very upset. But that is the only time I've ever been charged an overdraft fee. I don't intend to ever be charged an overdraft fee again. I may not be perfect at budgeting, but at least I got that going for me, I suppose. This is why I'm the driver of the struggle bus and not just a passenger, because I at least keep us out of the ditch. At least keep us out of the ditch. I can say that for myself. Let me know how your budget's going. Please don't come for me for my little mistakes. I own up to them. I like being transparent. And this is also a prime example of why I usually don't do my transactions or my budgeting on camera. I just show you after, because I normally like double and triple check all my numbers before I post videos about it, because I mess up, y'all. I mess up, especially when I'm tired. I've tried multiple times recording after work so that I could do it with my partner, with Wynn. I try that and we both get tired and then we don't do it, and procrastination is rough, and like trying to do this tired is rough. So like if you feel me, let me know. I love y'all. I appreciate you. Oh, it's been 25 minutes. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for sticking with me as long as you did. I hope you have a great day on purpose, and never forget, you deserve financial stability. Bye.